A new era for boxing on Channel 5 continues. Nathan Gorman faces Thomas Salick for the IBF International Heavyweight Championship, whilst Josh Kelly makes his return. Watch Britain's best prospects in The Big Fight Live. Friday at 9, exclusive to Channel 5 and My5.
This is Andy Purewal, Boxing Social, in association with Beterbiev, and I'm joined by British light heavyweight champion Dan Azeez. Dan, firstly, how are you?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Good to hear. Obviously, back in the gym now, and well, you don't have a fight date yet, but you could do soon. Obviously, the board have ordered a bout between yourself and Shakan Pitters. Just firstly, your thoughts on having that fight ordered?
Yeah, it's good. Another domestic clash. You know, everyone's always interested in them. So yeah, and I'm sure he's got a WBC international belt or something. So I'd like to add that to the collection. So we'll see. We haven't even gone to purse bid yet. You don't know what could happen. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm all up for it. So yeah, should be good.
You obviously just saying there you're all up for it, Dan. Is Shakan one of the names at the top of your list who you'd like to face, or is there anybody else who you're looking at?
No, he's not one of the names that I wanted to face, as in like the top boys. You know what I mean? But he's still a credible opponent. So nonetheless, yeah, I'm ready. Like I said before, like, you know, I'll keep the British if there's any worthy adversaries. I'm ready, bro. Do you know what I mean?
When you look at Shakan, then when you look at just the domestic scene in general, or whatever opportunities may be presented to you, would you say that Shakan will definitely be your next fight? Is there any chance that you might vacate and look elsewhere if a different or better opportunity in your eyes presented itself?
No, I definitely ain't vacating for Shakan. No chance. I worked hard for that belt, mate, and I'm keeping it.
So on that front then, Dan, provided or when things kind of come to fruition between yourself and Shakan, talk to me about that fight. You said obviously worthy adversaries, you see Shakan as being one of those. If you're successful against him, what type of statement does that then send to the rest of the light heavies, to the very least domestically?
I'm that guy, innit? That's why it'll just show, yep, this is why he says he's number one in Britain. So I mean, I can't say I'm number one in Britain and, you know, don't want to fight the guys who are trying to stake claim. So, you know, you got to defend your title, and that's it. That's all it is.
How would you anticipate a fight playing out between the pair of you?
Well, he's tall, you know, him trying to jab, with me trying to crush. You know, you see it all the time. Like, I wouldn't say I'm the puncher, but like, you know, I'm the small, stocky guy, you know, come forward where he's tall. But I've seen him, he can mix it up as well. Yeah, you never know until you get out there, man. But I'm anticipating, you know, me smashing him in.
I mean, you Dan, you've just said there, you know, he's the tall.
Say that again.
You just said obviously he's the taller, he's the ranger guy between the two of you. And
yeah.
People said the same with Hosea Burton when you faced him, that he was the taller guy, and people would have expected him to get behind his jab. And you're the smaller, stocky guy. You came forwards, you kind of dominated that fight.
Do you know what it is? I like fighting tall people. When I was an amateur, I used to hate it, but everyone's taller than me. I'm like the midget of the division. So like, I'm so used to, you know, sparring them, fighting them. You know, I used to have Lawrence Okoli in camp. He's bloody 6, whatever. So I'm so used to fighting tall people. Now I'm accustomed to it and I love it. So that's why I think it would play for a good fight. Do you know what I mean? So for the fans, I can't see that's not going to be a boring fight. So all in all, the fans win. I think that'll be a good fight. So yeah, man, we'll see. Like I said, purse bids ain't come out yet. So we've got to deal with all that argy-bargy, and then then we can start talking properly.
Dan, obviously Hosea, Reece Cartwright, potentially Shakan Pitters, amongst others as well. Obviously building up that list of domestic names. How close or far off do you feel you would then be from, say, Joshua Buatsi or Craig Richards, for example?
I'm close to them now, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I'm always doing step by step. Do you know what I mean? I'm British level now. What comes after that?
European.
I'm asking you.
European.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to take the the relevant steps. So if you're talking about them being world level, then they're at world level. I ain't there yet. Do you know what I mean? So I've always still got to take my steps, and that's what makes me perform better when I'm at that stage, because I'm prepared. Like, just because I'm a British champion don't mean I'm gonna, like, I want to, but that's why you have a team around you. That's why you have a coach around you. It's about going up the right way. Everyone wants to just, take the elevator to the top. No one really wants to take the stairs. I've taken the stairs. I've earned my stripes to get to where I am, and I'm going to keep doing that. And it puts me in good stead. So, yeah.
One comparison just ahead of the Shakan Peters fight people might make is both of you obviously fighting Reece Cartwright recently, and for you and him, both of you stopped him in the 8th round. Who do you think looked better?
Don't really care who looked better. It's just about the end result, but which was we both stopped him. And when you're boxing, man, you can't really take too much from who looked better and whatnot. Styles make fights. Do you know what I mean? Reece Cartwright, when he fought him, he was the come forward. You know what I mean? Which is obviously, I even expected that, but against me, he was trying to box. So that, different days, man. People box differently. Depends on who they're fighting. So yeah, who do you think looked better? I should ask you.
No, you listen, as I do with everyone, I sit on the fence. So
why do you not do that? Like, you don't ask the questions, but you ain't ready to mix it up and get in the convo properly.
Look, Dan, obviously we all have opinions, and it's more so to stay neutral, because whether I was to say that I thought you look better,
but if you say he looked better, I'm not going to take offense to it. Like, it is what it is. I'm not really fast. Like,
you may not, but then there's going to there'll be that expectation then that I'd have to do that more so with other people.
I would actually like to know your what your opinion is like, but no problem. You want to be a fence sitter? It's cool. I'll leave the splinters in your arse. No problem.
I'll be plucking them out later, mate.
Yeah.
But obviously, just with yourself, we've mentioned kind of the European scene and your progression towards that. But you've recently been sharing the ring with Artur Beterbiev. Now, it can't get much better or bigger than that in terms of your progression. Just reflect on that experience for me.
Oh, it was brilliant, man. Really, really good. One thing is, obviously, I was out there to help him prepare for the fight, as a sparring partner. But when I actually got there, they actually let me in. I was doing, working out with him, pads with his trainer, and just seeing how he prepares himself for, such a big fight and at that level. So I took so much from it. It was sick. I thought I was literally just going to go there, spar, and that's it. But I was actually in and amongst, the whole team and the camp, and it was such a beautiful experience. Arthur's a savage, absolute demon when he's in the ring, but a gentleman when he's outside. Like, he's a proper champion, very dedicated to his craft. And yeah, it was just a brilliant experience, man. I wasn't missing it for nothing.
How much did that experience show you what it takes to reach the very elite of the division?
It showed me a lot. But I've always had that mindset that to get to be at the pinnacle of anything, you've always got to go that extra yard, push more than everybody else do, but just going there, seeing it live and seeing what, someone actually does, how meticulous they are in training. It was more so, just how, like he's so disciplined, especially at his age as well. Like, everything he does is meticulous. Like, the way he stretches, what he eats, what time he goes to bed, that kind of stuff. Like, man, like the way he works the pads and stuff like that. So I was just really so happy to be so up and close to that. And I'm looking forward to the fight, because I actually seen a lot of the stuff that they were working on specifically for Smith. So I want to see if he pulls it off, on fight night. So that would be very interesting. I can't wait to actually see how, you know, I don't want to see him throw some sort of shot. Be like, oh shit, yeah, I remember him practicing that. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah.
I will ask your prediction shortly on that fight, Dan, but I'm sure you're going to back Artur because of your experiences
Yeah.
with him. But one thing I want to get your thoughts on is the power that he possesses. Now, he's been spoken about as being one of the heaviest hitting fighters within the sport now. Did that show in your experience with him in the ring?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, let me let me tell you something. I was there for about a month here. By the time it got to like week 2, or no, there was about 6 or 7 sparring partners. By the time it got to about 2, there was just me and another guy. I swear, like, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, me speaking personally, like, you know, his power's for real, 100%. 100%. His power he's for real. And yeah, I don't know where he gets it from, but boy.
I know you won't want to give away too much, Ben, and you've just said you know you're looking forward to watching the fight on Saturday, seeing what they might have done with you, and if they can replicate it in the ring against Joe Smith Jr. But what do you expect to see come Saturday night in that unified World Heavyweight Championship title fight?
I expect it not to go the full distance, plain and simple. But I rate Joe Smith. I think he's a tough game fighter. I think he carries power himself, got a good chin. But like I said, I've been training with Artur, so I've seen what he does. Like, do you know what I mean? I ain't seen what Joe Smith's done. So based on what I've seen and my experience with Artur, I can't see it going the distance. I can't see it going the distance.
Just away from Arthur, then I want to get your thoughts on another world title fight which happened recently. Obviously, Dimitri Bivol defending his against Canelo Alvarez. What were your thoughts on Dimitri's win?
Yeah, that was a brilliant win. You know, no, you can't take away anything from Canelo. You know, he tried to move up. You know, and yeah, he just met his match. Bivol boxed smart. Obviously, he's a certified light heavy. And he did what he needed to do. So quite a basic performance, but he stuck to the basics and just pulled it out of the bag. It was a very good win. I rate Bivol as well. Good footwork, you know, carries decent power, and I rate him.
On the back of that win, we've obviously learned that Canelo's going to rematch Gennady Golovkin at 168, and Bivol's kind of waiting to see what his next move will be. Eddie Hearns mentioned Joshua Buatsi on the back of his victory against Craig Richards. Do you believe Josh is ready for a Dimitri Bivol now?
Well, if you hear what his trainer was saying, he wants maybe 1 or 2 fights. So, you know, his trainer's with him every day. You know, he's based in America. So, you know, I'll go off the back of that. If his trainer believes he needs 1 or 2 fights, then I guess that's what he needs. But he's making the right steps. You know, he just fought a game tough Spider Richards. Richards is a very good fighter, very good operator. So throwback, fights everybody and anyone. So yeah, man. If his trainer says he needs 1 or 2, then I think that's what we'll go by.
Dan, final thing then before I let you go, I've just kind of come to my head now. Is Lyndon Arthur's obviously been out with Beterbiev as well. Will you be dropping Artur?
He was there when I was there.
Oh, were you there together? Okay.
Yeah, we were there together. So when, like I said, most of the sparring partners are gone, Lyndon came for the last week or 2, like 2 weeks, last 2 weeks. So so we shared some rounds with him, and you know what I mean. It was funny because we'll try and like plot like, okay, yeah, this is what we need to do, and like, you know, it's basically tag team against Arthur. So yeah, no, Lyndon done well, man. He came out there, he done well as well. So yeah.
So I didn't know that you'd overlapped with each other then. So with that in mind, I know previously a fight was mentioned rather, between yourself and Lyndon. Did you guys have a chat at all about crossing paths?
No. Do you know what it is in boxing? Like, listen, you can be in the same gym as someone, train with them every day. If you're in the same weight division, that's someone who you could potentially fight. So it's not like we have to, when we see each other, we need to act weird or whatnot. Like, it is what it is. If we got to fight each other, we got to fight each other. Like, I bloody fought Charlie Duffield when I was the Southern area. For the Southern area, we were both in the same gym. Andre Sterling, we were both in the same gym. I'm probably going to fight so many people who I know. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? come on, look at all the old school fighters back in the day, like your Holyfields, Tyson, Lennox, and they all knew each other. It doesn't mean you can't fight. So yeah, we were just normal, man. Like, do you know what I mean? So.
No, listen, Dan, it's obviously been good to catch up with you and listen to your experiences out with Artur. Just going to leave a final word to yourself. And is there anything you'd like to leave on? Anything you'd like to say to everyone?
No, just big shout out to my team, Connect Force, everyone who supports me, Boxer, my promotional company, and yeah, man, just hopefully I should be out soon. So watch this space. And thanks for interviewing me, man.
No, Dan, listen, it's been a pleasure. I've got to go pluck out these splinters now, so I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.
No problem. Take care, man.